Member for Kelowna Mission.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. It's time for these excuses to stop and the blame game to end. It's this government's failed plan to quell demand. It's the NDP that wanted to stop demand. It's the 19 new taxes that were to end demand that has resulted in rental rates being the highest in North America. Kelowna is another victim of this Premier's housing flub, with one of the most unaffordable rental markets in the country. Last week, an 81-year-old senior reached out to my office in utter despair, forced to live in their car with no options left. Despite a lifetime of hard work, paying taxes, doing the right thing, this senior has been abandoned by a government that's promised better results. This senior's been registered for the BC Housing Plan for 2 years and exhausted every source to find housing. And you know what they have to show for it? Nothing but homelessness and no hope. And I wish this was an isolated case, but nearly 10,000 seniors are on waiting lists for subsidized housing under this NDP government, and that's a 50% increase in the last 5 years. How much longer will seniors suffer before the Premier finally delivers the results he promised?
Minister of Housing.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. And I think it shouldn't be news to any member in this House that coming out of the pandemic, we've seen global inflation, we've seen higher interest rates. It's put pressure on not only Kelowna, not only Victoria, not only Delta, communities not only across the country, but across North America. This is an issue that's being felt everywhere. Honourable Speaker, that's why we're making the historic investments we're making. That's why we put in places things...
Members.
Honourable Speaker, the leader of the official opposition chooses to continue to heckle, and he fails to acknowledge that actions such as bringing the speculation tax, Honourable Speaker, has actually helped bring 20,000 units back onto the market. And I know he opposes that because he thinks it's unfair that people have multiple homes and they're not renting them and leaving them empty, when people like the members' issue they're raising in Kelowna doesn't have a place to live. I know that he finds that unfair, but it shows who he's fighting for, Honourable Speaker. We have... Now, my friend across the way who asked this question should know that we've got 1,300 units that we're funding in Kelowna, 1,300 units. Out of that, 916 are complete, and we have almost 400 of them that are just under construction. So we're making those investments. We're building that housing that's been needed for more than 2 decades, Honourable Speaker. And yes, we are behind. 2 decades of underinvestment, we are behind, Honourable Speaker, but all these investments are going to make the difference to support people, Honourable Speaker, and we're going to continue to do that work.